on vision mirror. Right now it's about getting off to a good start, you in the pack.
Nice position, short grass. This one's looking good. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. This is an eagle putt.
Great start.
Here at the par 4, 445-yard second hole. Severe dogleg to the left. What's the best play here, Frank?
Well, that tee shot, Rich, is so intimidating, so you don't necessarily have to hit driver. Club decision is probably going to be important here, because if you hit driver, you've got to take it down over that left side, all over the canyon area. So if you hit 3-wood, you can play a slightly more conservative tee shot, but it is going to leave you a longer second shot to a green that's well protected on the right side by bunkers. But really, you know, if the wind's not blowing, this is a really good, fun hole to play. Look at the vistas.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Safely on deck.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Getting set now over the putt. And he has it for birdie. Now on to the here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see, by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. And he's made the green. And getting ready for the putt. Solid par. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. He's gone for a look.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
It's no snack, though.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet.
No, really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, fifth.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream. You can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you can see you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those two bunkers and run the ball up on the green, but personally, I'd try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those two bunkers out of play. Oh, this is right at it. Excellent approach shot. I would guess 15 feet.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Birdie try again here today. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layer pole too for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290 yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green. Once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Second shot here at the 6th at Wolf Creek. What do you think of this approach, Frank?
Well, it's decision time, really, Rich. Do you want to try and fly it onto this green, or do you try and run it in between those two bunkers? Personally, I think you've got to fly it because you've got a backstop behind this green. All the mountains that sort of protect the back of the screen. If anything, it should run back on.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this. Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left, get it down there on the flat. A little pitch, you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 3 8th, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your two hands together, make a little prayer. You might make two, but make three here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. He'll take par and move on. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter, too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. Chance, too, to have a little birdie at the end of your front 9.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Bogey here yesterday. Now this for birdie. Good putt. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you, and remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
On the green, and the chance for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. He needs this for par. Bang! Has it. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. I mean, you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Appears to be tracking well. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
This is an awkward length.
Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. He'll be a bit disappointed he didn't make that. And getting ready for the putt.
Now putt for par.
Has his par. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Okay, partner, what's the right play into the green here at 14?
This one, Rich, you'd actually like to go green backwards, because if you look at the green first, it's got three distinct levels. It's the low point at the back there, and then there's a high point in the middle, and then obviously the front of the green. So you've got to know exactly where that second shot's going to land. Plus, chances are you're going to be playing that second shot with the ball slightly above the feet. Therefore, the tendency for a right-hander is that ball to be coming in with a draw. So be very cognizant of that.
He has this attempt for par.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers, because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go angry with the flag?
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality. Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other. But really, when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely. So play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Now the approach shot here at 16, Frank, it is all about precision.
It certainly is. This green has a lot of contours in it, so it's very hard to get a dead straight or a flat putt here at 16. Second shot's not overly long, though, just a short on in. You should be looking at a birdie opportunity, but really you don't want to stray too far away from 15 or 20 feet. Otherwise, it's going to get very difficult putting on this green.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. That wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Settles in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 100, 70 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt to win the Tiburon Championship. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.